Hello everyone. I am Rahul Gaikwad, Associate Professor, Department of English, Maharaja Jivaji Rao Shinde Mahavidyalay, Srigonda. Today, we are going to talk about the most vital elements of novel, setting and atmosphere. What is setting? Setting is the where and when of a story. It is the time and place during which the story takes place. See, we can divide setting into two parts: the overall setting of a novel or drama, or the setting of a particular incident in a novel, or the setting of a particular scene in a drama. As far as the overall setting of a narrative or dramatic work is concerned, it is the general locale, historical time, and social circumstances in which its action occurs. See, I am repeating myself. What is setting? The setting means the general locale. General locale means the location, the place, historical time, as well as the social circumstances in which the action of a particular novel takes place. Now, the setting of a single episode or a scene within a novel or drama is the particular physical location in which it takes place. When we talk about a particular incident in a novel, then we have to consider only the place of the action where the particular incident takes place. That we call as the setting. Setting may include historical background, time, and local color. The historical background of a story is important in understanding the meaning of a novel, in addition to time. The local color constitute an integral part of setting. What is a local color? Local color is the characteristics that set the place apart from other places. When we visit a new place, we instantly realize that it is a different one. It is different than ours. So, that local color constitute an important aspect of setting. Where the story takes place is of great importance to understanding a novel. We cannot understand the meaning of a particular novel if we don't know its place. We cannot understand the meaning of a particular incident in a novel if we don't know its place. We can only understand the responses of the characters in Titanic when we realize that they are on a ship which is going to sink soon. So we can understand it properly. Setting is the environment in which the story unfolds. See, the surrounding is important in understanding a particular action or a particular character. If we understand the actions or responses, the reactions of a character, we must understand the environment in which the particular character lives. That environment is a part of aspect. See, if we come across the great novelist like James Joyce or D.H. Lawrence, they do not talk about setting. They, they do not say that, this is a particular setting and so on. They just provide us with the details of the location as well as the time. You know, this kind of information regarding the time and place provided by the author is very helpful to the reader as it allows him to paint a picture in his mind through imagery or sensory details. See, setting means the details that describe the time and period in history, the place, the atmosphere. Atmosphere means the overall feeling that has been created in the mind of reader. Then the clothing is there, the living conditions, the social climate, whether the action takes place in India or in USA. Within India, whether the action takes place in a city like Mumbai, Pune, or a rural village. The social conditions changes, the living conditions changes according to place as well as time. Setting also includes the furniture, scenery, customs, transportations. Transportations means the various ways of transportation like plane or horse. Dialects means the language of a particular region where the action takes place. Weather. You must have realized that in many novels, a lot of pages have been spent upon the description of weather. Setting also includes time of day as well as time of year. What is the function of a setting? See, setting creates a mood or atmosphere in the minds of the reader. It shows a reader a different way of life. It makes action seem more real. When a novelist gives a detailed description of the time, place, as well as the environment in which a particular character lives, in which a particular action takes place, then the readers tend to believe it. And the most famous example is, of course, Robinson Crusoe by Daniel Defoe. Now, Robinson Crusoe is an imaginary story, though it has been based upon few facts, but basically it is an imaginary story. But still, it seems so real. Why? Due to the setting, the way the novelist has described the setting, the time and place, as well as the environment in which Robinson Crusoe has to live. See, sometimes conflict is the source of, setting is the source of conflict of struggle. The place determines what kind of challenges are there for the characters. The social atmosphere, the social climate determines what kind of difficulties a character has to face. A setting symbolizes an idea. It happens in the novels of Thomas Hardy. Almost all of his novels take place in Wessex, a part of England. So it is a symbol that Wessex is a symbol of the rural England. So setting sometimes symbolizes an idea, just like in the novels of Thomas Hardy. The setting influences the way characters act, think, and all aspects of their lives. Because I have told you that the place, the time, the time period, as well as the social climate determines the character's actions, his thinking. So, setting is important. Now, we will turn to the next element of novel, which is called as atmosphere. What is an atmosphere? Atmosphere is the feeling or mood that the writer creates for the reader. The feeling when a reader reads a novel, some feeling has been created in the minds of the readers. It is the mood that has been created in the reader. It is called as the atmosphere. Atmosphere is the emotional tone pervading a section or the whole of a literary work. It is the emotional tone. For example, uh, in the beginning of the famous play by Mr. Shakespeare, Hamlet, we came across a ghost. And when an audience watches that scene or a reader reads that drama, you know, the feeling of terror arises in his mind or her mind. So that is the atmosphere. If we come across the famous novel Animal Farm, then the emotional tone or the mood is satirical, and it's quite obvious in the beginning also. Atmosphere fosters in the reader expectations as to the course of events, whether happy or more commonly terrifying or disastrous. So that mood creates expectations in the minds of the reader. This atmosphere creates some expectations in the minds of reader. uh, he thinks, or he or she thinks, that what will happen next. The author can use the setting to create a mood which is happy, sad, exciting, or boring. So these are the various moods: happy, sad, exciting, boring, that a great novelist can create in the minds of the reader through its setting. You know, when you read, always pay attention to how the setting affects the mood of the story. It is important, and just going through a novel is not enough. You must understand what is the importance of setting, how it has influenced the mood of the reader, how setting affects the lives of the characters. You must concentrate upon it while reading a novel. With it, we conclude today's lecture. Thank you.